Something happening on the TV. Brilliant colors flashing in front of me. My heart just stopped, eyes open wide. This might be heaven, but I haven't died. I'm a fire-throwing plumber with a golden axe. I'm stalking a robot, setting bombs on wall cracks. My arm is a gun, I hit a home run. Can't believe I just won, this is too much fun. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, cause this channel's all about the games. Joysticks, game pads, a golden disc in our hands. Wild surprise fills our eyes. One friend cries as his character dies, but our lives will rise, eyes on the prize, as I defy demise with a surprise. Show them a code that gives us 30 lives. Dodging red turtle shells as I speed ahead, buying weapons and armor for the battle I dread. Desperate for med kits cause of all I've bled, building so tall of a wall to keep out the undead and bump them with my head. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a way more. All of the titles we all adore, best of today and all that came before. There's way too much awesome for us to contain, cause this here channel is all about these games. Super Mega Graphics, oh yeah. Super Mega Graphics, oh my. Super Mega Graphics, that's what I said. Super Mega Graphics, hosted by Sai. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, cause this channel's all about the games. Yeah!
Well, hello everybody. It's Saturday. We're hanging out. We're playing some more Supergrafx. We're going to try to get through Battle Ace and Aldynes, or Aldynes, however you say it. And I can't even get started before the chat room starts to explode. Prime 1 has done more of his magic. Wow. Last line, you were first in, you get the pinned comment. But I want to welcome everyone and a lot of new members, apparently. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We do old school retro gaming mainly on this channel. So if you're into that and you're into, you know, just having a good time, that's pretty much what we do. So go game go. Jeffrey is here. What's up, Jeffrey? Jeff was doing his regular Mario Kart thing last night, and I saw he was doing it at the very end, and I was able to hop in and play one round of Mario Kart. And I don't know how, but I got second place. And that's only happened to me one other time playing with Jeffrey. And I wasn't even doing well. I think there's a trick. Let me just say this. I think there's a trick to Mario Kart. Right when you're getting close to the last lap, you haven't officially started the last lap, but you're about to fall behind. Get the better pickups, get the better weapons and stuff, or whatever you want to call it, the power-ups, because that's what happened to me. And I got the star and the mushrooms, the mushroom you hit over and over, and I got that twice in a row, and that's what happened. That's the only reason I got second place. I can't claim that I'm some awesome Mario Kart gamer. I suck at that game, but I get lucky once in a while, and that's what happened last night. So my apologies, Jeff, for jumping in there at the end and doing that, but we still had a good time. It was fun. Also, Casey is here, the Intellivision gamer. Casey is among us. Welcome back, Casey. Prime 1 has gifted 10 more memberships, and I see several names here that look familiar, and some that maybe are familiar and maybe aren't. Derek, I don't know if that's my friend Derek or if it's a different Derek, but Derek, be ready. Always be ready. It's like Glengarry Glen Ross. But instead of always be closing, always be ready. Always be ready. Alejandro Cruz. Alejandro. A great song from Madonna. Also a cool person who now has a membership. Grim Jow Joker Jack. That sounds very ominous. Welcome to the members. Welcome to the Super Mega Members Club. Alex13 Mod. Also welcome, Alex. Tex-Mex. I thought you already had a membership. Well, you got one now. Kuya is here as well. The last line. Well, that's interesting. Last line already had a membership. What's going on here, last line? What's happening here? I'm confused. Alan Bauer, the half-brother of Jack Bauer, you know, the hero from the show 24, played by Kiefer Sutherland. In the fictionalized version, we all know there's a real Jack Bauer out there somewhere. Maybe it's Alan. Maybe Jack Bauer is based on Alan Bauer. Maybe that's what that is. Welcome to the membership. And I've never been able to pronounce this, but I will try it. Estriarch Retro GL. Welcome to the members. Roderick Dixon, also Roderick Dixon. Interesting name. Roderick Dixon. That's pretty funny. If that's your real name, I'm sorry, but that's funny. Kuya says, it's time for Prime. Yes. Prime is basically Deion Sanders. Yes. He basically is prime time. That is correct. He's the MVP. He can do everything. Jeffrey says, not even on the air yet, getting more memberships. Yes, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty wild. Last line, this is all a devious plot to get Cyrus to play Castlemania from start to finish. All right. So that's going to happen. I don't know that I'm going to play start to finish, but there's going to be another Castlemania stream coming very soon. Possibly this weekend. We will make that happen. Prime 1 just for you. So I'm taking over. Yes, you are, Prime 1. This is now the Prime 1 channel. This is Super Prime Graphics 64. We'll call it Super Prime Graphics 64. Or Super Prime Graphics 1, I guess? I don't know. There's some way to do that. We'll figure that out. Kelly Clarkson, yes, is a great song. Kelly Clarkson helped me out with that. That was very nice. Very nice. So Casey says, I'm at work another 2.5 hours. Let's get paid to watch Super Mega Graphics 64. There you go. Did you give another 10 memberships, Prime 1? Holy crap. That's 20 memberships handed out today from Prime 1. Prime 1 is basically Santa Claus for at least my channel. I don't know. I don't deserve it. I don't, but I am very appreciative. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. I don't know what you see in me, but thank you. Alan Bauer just picked up what I think is a legit copy of Magical Chase TurboGrafx 16 version. Everything looks legit and posted in multiple Facebook groups. Everyone says authentic. Ooh, Alan. Wow. What if you are, you don't have to say this, obviously, but if you are so inclined, I'm very curious what you are paying for this. Magical Chase is one of the games that obviously is a magical chase into itself. Yeah, wow. That's very impressive. If it's real, that's pretty unbelievable. Casey says Mario Kart World next. We'll get to Mario Kart World. I'm not sure when I'm getting a Switch 2. We'll see how that goes. Jeff says, glad to have you there. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff got third place right behind me, so I don't know how glad he was, but he's being a good sport about it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Alan says, I posted it in Retro Gaming Nostalgia Facebook group. Ah, okay. That's cool. Jeff has several ringers. Yeah. So he's very sus. Jeff's tournament that he does is very sus, as they say. Metal Torso joins the chat. What's up, Metal Torso? Hello. Alan says, you got me. Sadly, I got to get back to work for another hour. Okay, well, thanks for coming, Alan. I appreciate it, dude. Sorry, Mr. Supergrafx. What's up, Brian F? How you doing? How you doing, Brian F? How you doing? All right. Jeffrey. Prime One says, Cyrus, I had a streamer named Joe Fuertes play Night Creatures. He said I've tricked him. You have. Night Creatures is impossibly difficult. I actually put a bunch of cheats on Night Creatures and tried to get through it and still got stuck. I'm going to try to do that again at some point. And you just have to be selective about the cheats, because there's no way that I can beat that game without cheating. There's no way. I know, because I've tried for 20-something years. Or 30-something years, however long, a long time. I don't like to think about the totals of these years. This is not good. We're having such a good time. Oh, Nick is here, the Geekstorian. What's up, Nick? Hello, Nick. How you doing? Geekstorian. Hey, Prime and Casey. Well, source, I keep missing getting a free membership. I have the same luck with the lotto. I don't play the lotto. I tried to play the lotto. It didn't work out. I said, you know what? Not everything's for me. We're going to start off with Battle Ace, and then we're going to do Aldynes, or Aldynes, however you say it. Aldynes. Aldynes. There's a way to say it, but I don't know how it is. But I'm pretty sure how to pronounce Battle Ace. So we'll start with that one. Alright, here we go. Battle Ace. This is a Supergrafx game. This was the first Supergrafx game, believe it or not. It's okay. It's not like super impressive, but it is somewhat similar to like Top Gun or Afterburner or something like that. It's pretty similar to that. It's not, like I said, it's fine. It's okay, but it's pretty fun. So let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. We're not cheating on this one. We're just playing this one. Although I do have another ROM that has like a whole cheat menu that you can set up and do all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll just see how this goes. Okay, hang on. I gotta set my turbos. We're gonna need turbos for this. For show. There we go. Uh-oh, I put the 6-button mode on instead of turbo. My bad. That's not gonna help. There we go. Oh yeah. Turn and burn, baby. Talk to me, Goose. I've got a need for speed. Is it as good as Afterburner? No, it's not as good as Afterburner, but it's okay. Not sure why this is a Supergrafx game necessarily. I'm guessing just because the way they did the graphics, something with the layering, I don't know. I have no idea. It's pretty colorful though. Oh yeah, son. I like to fly the plane. Ooh. Oh no, they got me. No, do not want. Tell my wife I love her. No. And I was only 2 weeks away from retirement. All right, hang on. Let me check it a chat. Check it a chat. So much is happening. So much. Okay, let's see. Hopefully my chat is still functioning. So far, Prime 1 has done 20 free memberships to everybody today. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Last line says, Goose! I know. So sad. Arrgh, my nose. My nose itches. I'm going to scratch my nose with my microphone. It has this grill on it. It'd probably work really well. Yeah. It's cat hair. Jon Snow is responsible for that. He doesn't accept responsibility, but he's responsible. Yeah, I was talking about him, so he knew. He kind of twitched a little bit. All right. Back to the blowing ups of the airplanes. Well, these aren't really airplanes that we're fighting. These are like aliens or something. Robots. Yeah, look at those. Those are like... They're Transformers, man! Prime 1. I need your help. We're fighting the Transformers. The Decepticons. Oh boy, we got lightning. We got lightning, folks. This was not in Top Gun. Damn. That would be awesome, though, in the next Top Gun if they have to fly through like a lightning storm or something. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be badass. Never play these types of games? Well, whose fault is that? There's a game on Intellivision that I know you have played, Casey, and it's kind of like this, and that's Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers is on a few different things, but it's also a really cool Intellivision game. Oh, we got bosses. We got bosses, folks. Oh, wow. That didn't go well. Is that my last life? I was hoping I could at least defeat the boss. Crap. Crap. Game over, no! Well, crap. It won't let me continue, I don't think. No, it's going to start me over. But there's another ROM, like a hacked version of this that does have a cheat thing. Let's take a look at that real quick before we move on to Aldynes. Aldynes. Casey says, Cyrus, you see the Tarman tribute I posted that plays in all browsers? No, I didn't see that. I have to see what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay, Supergrafx Battle Ace. Here it is with a cheat menu. There's a couple different hack versions I have. Not sure which one. Let's see. Cheat menu. Let's see how this goes. Oh, maybe it's the other one that I want to try. Okay, hang on. We'll switch to the other one. One of these has a cheat menu. I don't know why that one's labeled that. It didn't come up. Unless I had to press a certain button and I'd hit the wrong button. Okay, that one. It might be I have to hit select. Okay, let me load the other one again. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. All right, hang on. Battle Ace. Cheat menu. Do I have cheats here? No. Okay. There it is. You press select and then start. Aha! Aha! So you can select the acts, the scenes, the rounds, left. How many lives you have, and if you can die or not. Well, that's cool. Okay. Let's go to scene 4, act 1. Let's see what happens with that. And we'll do... No, we'll do invincibility. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully I did it right. Metal Torso says, I'm not a cheater, but given the chance, I'll cheat. Hell yeah. I'm not above it. Okay, I've turned my turbo fire up a little bit too, so let's see if that helped. I don't have to worry about the lightning. It can't hurt me now. It can't hurt me. It only looks scary. It's more afraid of me than I am of it. Alright, here we go. We're back to the boss. Oh yeah! And moving the turbo all the way up is a good idea here. We're definitely blowing through these. I may not even needed to cheat. Just stage select to get over here. Yeah! Victory! You did it, kid! That shot was 1 in a million. Ooh, tell us. Tell us. Protus. Ooh. Okay. I guess we're going to Protus. So these are different planets. So we're like a spaceship. We're not just a jet. We're out here saving the galaxy or the universe or something that's bigger than just the solar system. It's interesting, all these different planets and all the different aliens and stuff have missiles and stuff. You think that some of them might have different... Well, maybe they do have different kinds of weapons too. I don't know. We'll see. We're discovering things. This is called science, folks. This is how we explore. Oh yeah. Oh, there's... What is that? Like giant hailstones or something? I don't know what that was. Wow. What is this? Space Harrier? Sheesh. Hope nobody gets motion sickness. Sorry. Should have had a disclaimer. I want to thank Prime One once again. I know I do it a lot, but you don't have to keep doing all these memberships. I definitely appreciate it, and I know a lot of other people appreciate it too, but you've done so much, dude. Thank you very much for everything. We will do another Castlemania stream in your honor. In your honor. That sounds like a movie. Like the title of like a movie. In Your Honor. Starring, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey. A courtroom drama. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Wow, that's pretty cool looking. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I've been sitting here with you for the past 2 months, trying to explain to you why my client could not possibly have committed this crime. Ask yourself what you would do in his place. That's pretty cool. It's like made out of crystal or something. Now we're talking. This is real alien stuff right here, folks. This is what it would really be like. I think my cat is snoring. I think I just heard him snoring. Yeah. Jon Snow is dreaming of chasing rabbits through fields and whatever the hell else he dreams of. All kinds of crazy stuff. He's a cat. The dreams are wild and unpredictable. Okay, so we took care of Protus, and that leads us to Kronos. Oh. What is this, Star Trek? Perhaps there's some sort of time travel device on this planet that we can trigger. Anyway. Prime One says someone needs to make a Farscape game. Well, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I'll check that out, Casey, the Tarman thing. Yeah. Last line, oh, sorry, Brian. Brian F's a little bit nauseous. Sorry about that. All the spinning. It's not good. Last line, he was the Lincoln lawyer, so why not? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I think he was, what was that one movie? That John Grisham with Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Spacey was in it. I think he was in that too. Yeah. He's got experience. He's got the chops for it, as they say. Prime One says, it's either I spend my money on memberships or a hotel room with 10 Colombian women. Hey, go for the Colombian women, dude, for real. Gift them some memberships. That'd be cool. Hang out here, have some Colombian women hanging around. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be down with that. Big Block Plymouth is in the house. He says, why not both? Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. Yes, Last line, the dreams are casting. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Prime One, Big Block, that's not a bad idea. There you go. There you go. We have ideas today. We have ideas. We're making plans for the future. New and exciting things are coming. Oh, I took a hit on that one. It's not a bad game. It's fine. It's not like the most original game in the world. But it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It controls fine. The music is fine. The graphics look good. It's got a good color. Yeah, it's fine. This is one of those games you can just sit back and chill and just play and, throw the cheat codes on. Just goof around a little bit. What is that stuff on the ground? That's some kind of alien stuff. I don't know what that is. The TurboGrafx and Supergrafx do not have hardware scaling and rotation, so this is not being produced through a scaler like a lot of the Sega Super Scaler stuff. The Genesis also does not have that. So any games like this you see on the Genesis, they're doing some trickery as well. But I'll say it does look pretty good. It doesn't look too bad. Oh, sorry about that, Brian. Spinning around again. Whoa! I'm very conservative about using my missiles. I'm like, if I don't need to use them, I pretty much don't want to use them. I hate running out of missiles. Oh, yeah, look at that. All kinds of bad guys. They are not happy with me right now. And I understand. I mean, who am I? I'm coming to their planet and just destroying all of them? What? Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool looking. Whoa. They're pulling out all the stops now. Wow. Can we not kill these things? Nope. They're indestructible. They're indestructible. Oh! Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, he keeps getting closer and closer. It's very scary. I notice in video games that whenever they do aliens, they tend to look like bugs or something out of the ocean. Seems to be like a tradition in video games. All the way back to, like, you know, Galaxian and Galaga and Space Invaders and all that. Act 3 complete. Yeah. Okay, we have defeated Kronos, and we move on to Io. Oh. Or 10. It could be 10. I think it's probably Io. Alright, hang on. Check it a chat. Check it a chat. Oh, Hell is here. Hell Tantra Bull. What's up, Hell? Hello. Hello, Hell. Saboteur. Not the smoothest scrolling game. Unfortunately. My apologies. Hell says, Namco really loved the insect aliens. They did. It's a conspiracy. It's part of the globalist agenda to have the aliens depicted as insects because the insects are the natural enemy of the... I don't know. There's a way to figure that out. Bassarino. What's up, Bass? He's all about that bass. Anyway. Io could be... Io? Yes. Io. What? I don't know what you're saying. Brian F. Cybercore was a big bug-themed shooter on Turbo. Yeah, absolutely. That's true. Yeah, bugs, aliens. It's a common, like, maybe the bugs are aliens. Maybe. You know? I always wonder. They seem very different than everything else. Or maybe we seem different than all of the bugs. Because the bugs... Yeah, there's something here. We'll work it out. Let's see. Mike Wolf. The Wolf. Mike Wolf. What's up, dude? Gnats are evil. Hell, yes. Hell, they are evil. They're like sand. They get everywhere. They're so annoying. I hate gnats. They're very, very annoying. Saboteur, Submetal, Mike Wolf, 22 people watching, only 6 likes. Come on, guys. Oh, wow. Mike, thank you, sir. Yeah, if you guys want to like, that's cool. That would be awesome. You don't have to like it. If you don't like it, don't say you like it. I don't want you to lie about it, you know. If you're like, look, Cyrus, hang on, let me come up here for a second. You're like, look, Cyrus, your channel's okay. What you're doing, the games, I appreciate that. I don't particularly like the game you're playing right now. I don't particularly like your face. I don't particularly like you. So I'm not going to like it. And I'd be like, you know what, dude? I respect that. You should not lie. If you don't actually like it, then don't hit the like button. But if you do like it, if there's any part of this that you enjoy, like maybe not everything, but if there is some part of this that you go, I don't hate this. This doesn't piss me off and make me angry. Like if there is something happening today here in some of this space that you do like, then go ahead and hit the like, because that would be cool. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. You don't have to. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not pushing my politics on you. I'm just saying that would be cool. That'd be awesome. That would be all right. Let's see. Where am I? Metal Torso Bay is making me dinner. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. What you having for dinner, Metal Torso? What does someone with a metal torso eat for dinner, I wonder? I've always wondered that. Is it like RoboCop where you have to eat like the baby food and all that? Or do you have real food? Is the metal torso a real thing? I don't want to believe that it's fake. I want to believe that's a real thing. So let's pretend. Or maybe it is real. Prime 1, I'm really trying to look for a reason to buy PCFX. I'm going for homebrew games. Oh, that's a tough one. We talked about this, Prime 1. You know, I'm a huge Supergrafx fan, PC Engine, Supergrafx. PCFX, man. That was one that I've never, like, when it very first was going to come out, yeah, I wanted it. Absolutely. And then it didn't really work out. And so I've never got one. But if you get one, dude, that would be epic. That would be awesome. I would love to see some PCFX stuff. That would be really cool. That'd be great. And I'm going to ask you this. If you do talk yourself into getting a PCFX, could you do me a huge favor and take some photographs? Like get your phone out and just take some pictures of it and send them to me. Because I will put them in the members archive with all the other pictures of stuff for consoles. To have some original pictures of a PCFX would be really cool. And if you decide to do it, I'm not trying to talk you into getting one. I'm just saying, like, if it happens, you know, dude, that would be awesome if you could do that. Think about it. Just think about it. It's up to you. Let's see. Where was I at? I keep falling farther behind. Bassarino LL, I remember when I discovered cyber grind as a genre, it also emphasized being a space case. I don't know what you're saying right now. I don't know what that means. But okay. Casey says, if Cyrus can cheat, we can lie. Oh, fair enough. All right. Fair enough. I can't dispute this line of thought. Very well then, sir. Just hit the like button. Alf333. Alf. Yo. One of my favorite shows from the 80s. Alf. Melmac. What would be a top 5 for Supergrafx system? What would be a top 5? Well, there's only 5 real games on Supergrafx, so they're all top 5. Yeah, there's very few games for Supergrafx. There's a couple of enhanced games for PC Engine that have Supergrafx enhancement. There's a couple of Supergrafx homebrew games, and then there's a bunch of demos that show off some graphical effects and different things that people have put together. But yeah, it is unfortunately a system with almost no games available for it. So yeah, that's if I was to say what I thought was the best game on Supergrafx, that was a Supergrafx exclusive, I don't know. I think Aldynes, which we're going to play, Aldynes, however you say it, we're going to play it in a minute, is pretty good. So I'm not sure. A lot of people like 1941 quite a bit. Ghouls and Ghosts is the one most people think of when they think about Supergrafx. But don't sleep on Granzort. That one's pretty good too. We'll have to play that one another time because that's actually got quite a bit to it. So it's a good question, Alf. Thank you, sir. You cannot eat my cat, and I will not entertain such a suggestion. But your question was good. Nick says, fine. I'll hit the thumbs down. Well, you know what they say on YouTube, engagement is engagement. You can hit whichever one you prefer. And I will not hold it against you. Metal Torso LOL had a fish and rice bowl. Oh, okay. Fish and rice bowl. I'm imagining, this is what I'm imagining. One of those big ceramic, like Oriental bowls with chopsticks and the noodles, and then there's the fish, and it's like, and there's rice on the side. You got some different kinds of garnish on there with some soy sauce. It actually sounds really good. I'm probably imagining something completely different than what it really is. Or it's either that or it's the fish and rice baby food and you're being fed in like RoboCop. If that's what it is. That's probably what it really is. But you're imagining in your head, you go, I'm eating fish and rice. I'm eating fish and rice. I'm eating fish and rice. I'm still a human being. I was once like you. Yeah. Having a metal torso is a burden, but it's also a blessing, you know, because obviously you can go into a lot of combat scenarios with that. It's a good thing. So, you know, don't think of it as a bad thing. But anyway. Did Leadbelly have a metal torso? That's a good question, Base. That's a very good question. I don't know. Casey, what's Jeff making torso? What's Jeff making torso? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Bassarino, I know he's saying about where did you sleep last night? Hell says, would be nice if I had an HDMI solution for the Genesis, Saturn, and Dreamcast that didn't involve spending hundreds. Yeah, well, you know, there are some... Pound makes a cable, and I think Hyperkin makes a cable that will get you speaking of gnats. Wow, I just had a gnat nearly hit me in the face. They'll get you a pretty good signal out of the Genesis. Saturn also, see, because Genesis will do RGB out, Saturn will do RGB out, Dreamcast does VGA, and S-Video. Those are the two best you can get out of Dreamcast. The problem is not every game supports VGA. And if you use S-Video, it basically halves your resolution, which is a problem. Yeah, dude, these things are frustrating. I agree with you. I have to recommend you get a RetroTink 5X Pro. I think that's the sweet spot for a device that will convert to HDMI. And it's a little bit pricey. It's not too bad, but it does support, you know, RGB, SCART, component, S-Video, composite, quite a few different options for things. And then if you're going to do that, that's really not going to help you with Dreamcast necessarily, but Kaiko makes a really good HDMI adapter for the Dreamcast that will take the VGA signal and use it. So at least for the VGA supported titles, you can get a little Kaiko, K-A-I-C-O. That's the name of the company. That's one that I have anyway. It's a little silver adapter that you plug in the back, and then that's pretty good. That'll line double, and like I said, it uses the VGA signal. So that's a pretty good option for that. But yeah, man, this stuff can be complicated. It can be a little tricky. Casey, I had a PCFX, wanted one game, The Shooter. You had a PCFX, Casey? What happened? Did you sell it? You don't have a PCFX anymore? That's interesting. Alf says, thanks, kind of new to the NEC systems. It's a little bit tricky. The NEC stuff is complicated once you really start getting into it. But it's way better now than it's ever been because of the Turbo EverDrive Pro and the options that you have for video and stuff. It's way better than it's ever been, for sure. And if you don't even want to mess with any of that stuff, you can get an analog duo, which will play everything. And it outputs an HDMI signal on its own. So there's that. There's a lot of good options for the TurboGrafx stuff. Prime 1 Supergrafx versus Adventure Vision. Yeah. It's a tight competition. It's a small club of consoles with the low amount of games. Yes. Bassarino, Alf, I highly recommend Bonk. Bonk is good. Hill says, so long since I saw Alf. Dude, yeah. Yeah, what a great show that was. That was hilarious back in the day. Been using Level Hike with Genesis and Saturn for a few years now, but the brightness and contrast are terrible, especially with certain games. Yeah, unfortunately, that's why I said I think you got to spend a little bit of money to get you either an OSSC, like a nice OSSC. I have one of those that's pretty good, or a RetroTink 5X. I think that's because if you could go higher than that, but I don't think you need to. But I wouldn't really recommend lower than that. I think that's right where you need to be in that ballpark. Hell says, for Dreamcast, I've been using VGA cable, but it's impossible to record with it. Yeah. Well, maybe look into the adapter I was talking about. It might help you do what you need to do. Casey says, I love and use my RetroTink 5X Pro. Yep. Prime with the $5 donation. Prime 1. Wow. He says, hell, no pound, no Hyperkin, only RetroTink, Rad 2X, be like Prime 1. Be like me. Be like me. You remember that Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6 when he goes into the video game and he's the kid's like has to fight his dad. His dad's like this guy with the giant tennis racket and he's like hitting him with a tennis racket. He's like, be like me. Be like me. I don't know. Never mind. Random thought. Sorry about that. Bassarino wants to know who you pounding. Hey, that's none of your business. They're all Colombian, beautiful women. So beautiful. So amazing. Everyone agrees. Casey says, no PCFX, but it's on my want list because I never got that shooter. Okay. Hill says, pound cable really terrible for Saturn because of the reversed audio. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a good point. That is a good point. PJ Smith. Oh, what's up, PJ? PJ Gordon Shumway rocked. Yes. Casey, I also have a Supergrafx on my list. Now you do. Casey cannot stand it. It's like, how do you have a Supergrafx? This is not okay. I'm the Intellivision. I'm the retro gamer. What is that guy, the bowling guy? Not you, me. I am. I don't know what that guy's name is. Estriarch Retro GL. What? I'm a member here? Yes. Prime 1 has gifted out a whole bunch of free memberships. And apparently you have joined our ranks. Welcome to the members. Welcome. Prime 1, Bassarino, Adult Entertainment Stars. Yes. That's what we were referring to. It's a legitimate form of work. Okay. Bassarino, what would Gordon Freeman choose? I ask myself that often in life. In many contexts. What would Gordon Freeman choose? Let's see. Prime, name a few. Julie Parton, Ashley Renee were hot. Oh yeah, you guys are. I have to ask Mr. Cyrus for permission. Saying the names is like advertising for them. I have no problem with it. It's fine. In fact, I think it's time to... We've played enough of this. People were starting to get motion sick. It was becoming an issue. I like Battle Ace, but I understand. It's an acquired taste. It's not as smooth as Afterburner. Ooh, no. 32X or Sega Saturn Afterburner, especially Sega Saturn. They're nice. Battle Ace, But let's see about this Aldynes. Or Aldynes, however you say it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Oh, I got my turbo on. That's not going to help. Okay. Supergrafx. Aldynes. Now for this we do have cheats. I'm not going to use invincibility, but we do have infinite helpers, which is the little option things that fly around you like on R-Type. And we have infinite lives. We're going to do that because I want to play I want to see how far I can get. Maybe I can beat this game. Beat it, quote unquote, using cheats. Because that would be pretty cool. Because I always wanted to. Because this game does look pretty good. This might be my favorite game for the Supergrafx. Just because I love shooters so much. I don't know. It's very nice though. There's a ton of parallaxing and huge bosses. This one really takes advantage of that extra power that the Supergrafx has. We need to mount the pinups. Have a whole different background going here. Change the vibe for sure. It would definitely change the vibe of what we're doing. Uh-oh. There's a little graphical glitch there. It's probably because I'm using cheats. It seems like when you use cheats, sometimes you get some graphical glitches on Supergrafx stuff. So hopefully we don't have any more. We'll find out. Get ready. Go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have glitches because I'm doing too much. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna turn off that one cheat because that's what's causing it. It's too much stuff. Hang on. I'm gonna turn that off. The infinite helpers, that's the problem. We're gonna turn that off. We'll leave the infinite lives on. I'm gonna see, but we're not gonna do invincibility, but we'll do that one. And hopefully we don't get the glitches and stuff. With Mr. Sasquatch AI edited in. Oh, wow. Bad code. All right, here we go. I've got the power. Oh boy, almost messed up. Oh yeah, we got us a helper. Got two of them now. Now there are two of them. I'll let you guys go loose, do your thing, do your business. This guy's really cool when he transforms. Transformers! Da-na-na-na. Ah, that's what I get. That's what I get. Should not have done that. I don't know if I'll be able to get two of them now. Yeah, only got one of them. Damn it! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Why did I do that? Damn it. What was I thinking? Oh. I can't believe I did that. I thought for sure my little dude would hit the guys that were coming out. Nope. Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna have to turn him loose. Too bad I can't turn around like in Gate of Thunder. Sure would be helpful. Oh, I ran right into it. God dang it. Maybe I should put invincibility on. This is really hard. It's not super hard, I just suck. This is why I've never gotten anywhere in this game. The challenges of not being able to turn around. Yes. Yes, Hell, you're correct. So where are you supposed to be on the screen? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm playing this game with you on my analog. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. He's turning off a cheat. I may have to enable all of the cheats. Well, maybe not all of them. We were getting some glitches with that other one. But maybe I might have to do invincibility. I don't know. I'm going to try this, guys. I'm really going to try to focus here for a second. So bear with me. If I don't chit-chat too much, it's because I'm an old man, okay? And I've always sucked. But I suck more now that I'm old. Oh, ran right into it. God dang. Damn. Alright, we're just gonna... I'm gonna have to cheat, guys. I'm gonna have to really do this. Because I suck ass. I'm sorry. And it's just gonna be frustrating for everybody for me to just beat my head against that brick wall. Alright, cheats. So infinite lives, which we don't need if we're doing invincibility. So invincibility. And I'm not going to do infinite helpers because it seems to be a problem. Which it won't matter if I have invincibility because I'll just keep getting helpers. So we're really about to cheat, guys. Now, downside of doing invincibility, some of these games when you put the invincibility cheats in, it makes your ship or your person or whoever you are flicker on the screen. So if you're not seeing this at 60 frames per second, you might not see my character. He might be invisible if the flickering doesn't match up properly. But we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh boy, here we go for real cheating. S-Stark has the analog pocket. Oh, there you go. We've been looking at that. Yeah. Very cool looking handheld. I thought about it for a long time. I just haven't gotten one, but it's pretty damn good. Lots of cores. So many cores. Bassarino on the analog pocket cheating could have been avoided. Oh yeah, because I could do, well, probably do other cheating. Analog pocket is a premium system. Yes. Pierre, what's up, Pierre? He says, hello. Yeah, hello. What's up, Pierre? Good to see you, man. Bassarino, I'll give you a premium system. Oh, I'll give you a premium system. What's up, Chuck? Dude, Chuck, I'm looking forward to your stream tonight. I thought you were going to do it last night because I didn't look at everything properly. I'm very excited about your stream tonight. It looks really cool. He says, who cheats on Supergrafx? I mean, really, so lame. Thank you. Yes. What's up, Chuck? It's good to see you here, man. Thank you. All right, so we got invincibility going. So, guys, yeah, I'm still going to play it like normal, even though I should have no way to die. But the other option is I just die all the time. So we'll see how this goes. So you can charge your shot, but it doesn't actually charge. It just creates this little shield thing in front of you that you can hit everything with. Oh, look, I'm not flickering. I'm just invincible. Hell to the yeah. All right, we're not going to use the charge thing, though. Hell yeah. I beat stage 1 and closed the game. Oh, wow. This is a really impressive looking game. I've seen some of the graphics for the later levels, and they're very, very nice. But I've never been able to get anywhere in this game. So, we're cheating, though. We're going to see more of this game now. Look, I can't die. How about that? I know it's not fair. And it kind of, I mean, it ruins the whole, you know, experience of trying to dodge everything and play the game properly. But I just want to see, I want to see this game. I want to see it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Look at my giant balls. They're green though, they're not supposed to be green. That's not healthy. If you have giant green balls, you probably need to go to the doctor. That's all I'm saying. Oh yeah! Now we're gonna hopefully kill this boss. Cheaters do prosper. Thank you, Brian. Oh, I got... Oh, what's this laser? I think I would rather have my giant green balls. Oh well. This is what we got. This is what we have, folks. It's a weird weapon. Chuck says, I want to see you beat Gate of Thunder. I have beat Gate of Thunder, Chuck. It's not easy to do. I've also beat Lords of Thunder. That's also not easy to do. Gate of Thunder is harder, though. Gate of Thunder is harder. But if I'm going to try to beat Gate of Thunder legitimately, that's going to be where I have to really focus. I have to really concentrate. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat or do none of that kind of stuff. There's certain games that if I play for real, like try to beat, I can't. I can only do one thing at a time for real, like that. I cannot walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. What a stupid weapon. Why did I pick this weapon up? Why would they give you this weapon for this boss? This is like ridiculous. I'm like dodging like I need to dodge. I just need to kill him. I don't even need to dodge. I'm invincible. Here, let's do this. Look, all of my guys have this stupid weapon. There we go. Even with the weirdest, dumbest weapon of all time. Victory. Vasserino, I think Prime's girls use a hammer to fix big green balls. Wow. 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 I missed. Hang on, I got it. One more. PJ says Chuck is going to be getting blotto tonight. Everybody, blotto. Oh my! There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. This looks very much like R-Type right here. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, the people that created this game were some of the developers who worked on R-Type, if I remember correctly. So it's more than just a it's more than just a passing similarity. Oh, look at that. Wow, we're really upgraded now. Those explosions are really cool. I got this stupid weapon again. Don't like it. Well, that's interesting how it bounces around, though. I didn't realize it bounced around like that. Maybe in this level it's actually really helpful to have this weapon. Good thing I can't die. I would have been so dead right there. So dead. All of the dead. I still don't like this weapon. It looks weird. Wow, how many of those am I going to get? Holy crap. Oh boy, hang on. We got to stop. Prime One has gifted $10. Thank you, Prime One. Wow, dude, you gotta start spending money on other things besides me. This is it's too much, dude. Thank you, but holy crap. Question for everyone. I want to buy an AVS. Currently, I have a stocked NES analog pocket with dock, Steam Deck via Batocera, a Retro Freak console, and a Ken Hank PC. Should I purchase the AVS? You know, I used to have an AVS Prime 1. I used to have the Retro USB AVS. John, the Retro Bro, I don't know if he still has an AVS, but he has had an AVS. I think he does still have his AVS. I thought it was fantastic. It's 720p on the output, but it does have some extra features like there's a feature for like I'm trying to think of what they call it. It has to do with the flicker sprite limit. Yeah, turn off the sprite limit. So it has some cool features. It has a built-in 4 different ports, 4-player thing. It has 4 ports for that. It also has support for the extra sound channels for the Famicom, for like Castlevania 3. And it has a port for accessories for Famicom. So you can play NES cartridges in it and Famicom cartridges in it, and it has a accessory port for the Famicom stuff. So the only reason I sold mine was I needed the money, and I shouldn't have sold it. I should have kept it, because later on I ended up buying a RGB modded top loader Famicom, which is fantastic, and I'm very happy with that. I'm glad I have that. But if I'd have kept my retro USB AVS, I would never have done that, because that thing's great. It's absolutely great. The sound is great. The graphics, it's awesome. So yeah, I recommend buying that. And it's not even expensive. It's very reasonably priced. So yeah. Prime 1 says, I'm not a Nintendo fanatic. I only want the hardware. Well, it's good stuff. It's a good piece of hardware. It is a little weirdly shaped. If I have one criticism of it, it's that the cartridges, when you put the NES cartridge in, I thought it was a little grippy with the pins. And not too bad, but a little bit. I never was able to test any Famicom carts on it, but it's good. I don't have any problems with it. Obviously, you're not going to be able to use like the zapper unless you get like I think you can use the zapper if you have there's a different model zapper you can get for it, and it's like one of those knockoff ones. And then there's certain ROMs you have to have if you want to use a zapper with it, because they have to be modified to get the timing correct on your HDMI. But anyway, it's a really good system. It's really good. PG says, you can raise prices all you want, Chuck. Still not stopping the flow of alcohol this evening. Oh, yeah. I forgot Chuck does that. Yeah. How did I forget? Chuck, please have fun, but be careful. Be careful, Chuck. Not everyone that is giving you money is your friend. I'm just saying. Hill says, really hate anything with a death grip on the carts. Yeah. I don't think it was too bad, but I do remember it being a little grippy. I do remember that. So I just want to be honest about it, since we're talking about it. Hopefully I can get a different weapon. I don't like this weapon. It is useful right here in stages like this because of the way it does this. I just don't like it. It looks weird. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. Oh my. This game has some good graphics. For sure. I'm trying to play it as best I can as though I wasn't invincible. But yeah, thank God I'm invincible, because I could not do this otherwise. It's just too hard. Oh, I'm using the wrong thing here. Hang on. I should be using this one. Yeah, now we got a lot more screen real estate. I always forget to switch to the proper stuff. Sorry about that. See, because before I was using the 16:9 one, which looks like that, which is fine. But if you want the best screen real estate, you got to set up these different things. So that's what that's why I have that. So there we go. Yeah, this weapon sucks on this level. I gotta find something else pretty quick. I like the music on this stage. The parallaxing is awesome. Oh my god, this weapon sucks. Can't even really hurt these guys. Okay, a little bit. There we go. I need another weapon. Come on. I'm getting everything except the new weapon. There we go. I got my giant green balls again. They're upgraded too, so they're majorly giant. They're not even balls. So look at that. They're like crystals. I'm like, my balls are made of crystal now. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. We made it. Okay, hang on. Check it in chat. PJ says, I will and always shall be your friend. Some Vulcan dude. Some guy, I don't know who he was. Yeah, kind of an a-hole. Something to that effect, yes. Hell says, great, now I'm missing the days where my friend and I used to... Great, now I'm missing the days where my friend and I used to spend all day and night playing certain NES and Genesis. Dude, we're not going to do this all day and night, but yeah. Dude, that's what this is. That's what this channel is. You just nailed it. Hell, you get 10 points. You've earned 10 points. 20 points. I'll give you 20 points for that. Because that actually is what this channel is supposed to be. Hanging out with your friends, playing games, talking, shooting the shit, having a good time. That's it. That's what this channel is. This is not a channel for trying to prove something to somebody or show off or do something weird or get caught up in weird drama or none of that. This channel is about hanging out with your friends, playing video games, shooting the shit. Thank you, sir. You've nailed it. 100%. Get out of my head. Hell, get out of my head. This one has a whole bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog coins. Look at this. Oh, Oh, shit. I thought I was invincible. But the Sonic coins killed my ass. What? Oh. Am I not invincible anymore? What's happening? Invincibility apparently doesn't work on this stage. Or maybe I did something and it's turned off now. Oh, that sucked. I almost got a power up and then I died. Wow. Wow. Huh. I wonder if I did do something that disabled it somehow. I don't know. Well, at least I got this far. Oh boy, that was really close. Thought I was dead right there. Oh, that was also very close. Oh boy. Ah. Continue. Alright, maybe we'll see if I'm invincible again. Nope, I'm not. Oh crap. Oh boy. Oh, it started me here though. Oh boy, I'm dead. Yeah, I can't even, there's no way I could get up there. Oof. Oh boy. Ah, ran right into that. Damn it. You can't move up when the things are there, idiot. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I gotta go up. Ah, god dang, man. man. You gotta know exactly where to go, otherwise you get trapped very easily. Get up there. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, ran up. God dang it. Why did I do that? I was trying to get that stupid P. Damn it. Ugh. Oh, man. Dumb. So dumb. Prime 1, I see the members are still coming in. Oh, hell yeah. Ted Hooper. Ted Hooper with a membership. What's up, Ted? Welcome to the Members Club. Welcome, sir. Let's see. Casey says, great people and great games. That's what you find here. Thank you. That's because you're here, Casey. Base says, that was me and my brother back in the day. Friends were never video game oriented. Hell says, playing games like Contra, RCR, Ikari Warriors, Double Dragon, all day on NES and Streets of Rage, WF, Joe Montana, Golden Axe, Captain America, all night on Genesis. Good times, man. I don't know how many times we would go to, like, friends. We would walk to different friends' houses and stuff and hang out all night playing video games. You're right. Sega Genesis. Depending on whatever they had. You know, some friends had a Super Nintendo. Some friends had a Genesis, NES, whatever. You know, I had TurboGrafx. Different stuff at different times. So, yeah, man. Absolutely. That's what we do. That's what we do. PG says, I would think some VR retro games would be pretty sweet. VR retro games? You mean like retro games in VR or old VR, like from back in the day? Because I don't know, the old VR was pretty sketchy back in the day. I remember playing one VR thing at a mall once when it very first came out. This was like I'm early 90s, around a little bit before that Lawnmower Man movie came out. And we played this VR thing in a mall, and they had this huge giant headset you put on. And it was like polygons, but it was like very low res polygons, almost like Jaguar stuff, you know? And the frame rate was not good. So you would turn, and it was weird. It didn't have the effect. It wasn't what we wanted it to be. Supposedly there was a Genesis VR thing they were gonna release and never did, and they were working on one for the Jaguar. Speaking of Jaguar, yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. But if you meant like retro games in VR, now that's a different idea. That actually sounds pretty interesting. I have one of those Oculus Quest, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that if you hook it up to a PC and stuff. In fact, there's an emulator that plays NES games that turns NES games into sort of a 3D experience. I don't know if you've ever seen that emulator. It's been out for a few years now. That in VR might be really interesting. That actually might be really cool. I've never thought to try something like that. Let's see. Prime 1, I see all the members coming in. Casey says, I'm bringing down the average. Retro games in VR, I hope. PJ says, I mean modern VR. I remember the Moth VR thing. It was an attempt. Yes, it was a thing that happened. Yes. John is here, the retro bro. What's up, John? What is going on, John? How you doing? That was state of the art, Cyrus. It was, I guess. And then they had the Virtual Boy, right, with the red. It's not really a handheld, but you would stick your face in it. That was actually the best VR back in the day, to me. That the Virtual Boy, that was pretty cool. I played one at a Sears once. I played that tennis game, and I was like very impressed with it. I was like, oh wow, it actually is 3D. It was pretty cool. John says, yeah, there is like a full-fledged VR Zelda. I've seen the Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Contra. There's a few different ones like that. So that's pretty cool. Hell says, I had NES, Super Nintendo, Master System, and Genesis, and my friend had NES and Super Nintendo. Dude, that's a great mix. You go to his house, you got a whole different experience. He comes to your house, a whole different. That's really good. That's a good mix. Luke's Awakening with 10 memberships, dude. Luke, it is your destiny. Thank you very much, Luke. Luke is a good guy. Thank you very, very much for being here, Luke. I appreciate it. 10 memberships. So if anybody doesn't have a membership yet, there's 10 more that are hanging around. That's awesome. We've seen a lot of very interesting things. Prime One's given memberships twice today. Also given money twice today. A lot of giving from Prime One, definitely. And then Luke comes in with 10 more memberships. This is crazy. This is awesome. You guys always surprise me. I never expect any of that to happen. The whole reason I'm monetized is it has to do with algorithm stuff. It's not, I don't expect any of this stuff. So when these things happen, it's always a big surprise. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. It's really awesome. Base says, I remember the Virtual Boy was about as long lasting as Nobody Beats the Wiz. Luke says, I don't know how more people here aren't members. Prime One, we're transforming the YouTube platform. Apparently. Hell says, really crazy thing was when we were at the arcade all day one day, then came home and played Genesis for a few hours and got head pains like we were on something. Oh, wow. Wow. That's interesting. It probably has to do with the different refresh rates. That's probably what it is, right? Like the monitors of the arcade machines had a different refresh rate. Yeah. That's why I used to get, my eyes would hurt when I would look at a monitor that was 120 frames per second or 144 frames per second or something. This one right here. I would look at a screen that was high refresh rate and it would hurt my eyes. Like I would start to get, like you said, like headaches almost. It's because I was moving back and forth between different refresh rates. And I'm pretty sure that's why. Because now I've gotten acclimated to it. So it doesn't happen like it used to happen, but definitely I used to feel something back then, when I first started getting exposed to these different refresh rates. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Bassarino? Oh, Bassarino. Welcome to the Members Club, Bass. One of us. Thank you. Thank you, Luke, and thank you, Prime One, for the gifted memberships. Bassarino, welcome to the club. Welcome, sir. John says, I have to now start doing membership content because of Prime. Yeah, right? Well, I'll tell you what, it's the members content has really motivated me to get more involved in the channel and work on stuff. It motivated me to start working on the magazine again, you know? Neo Geo magazine, that's the next issue that we're working on. I keep adding stuff to the members vault. If you guys don't know, I've mentioned it before, but if you go to the members section and you see the members information, or if you get your email for being a member, you'll have a link to the members vault, which is basically just a Google Drive account that I have filled with a whole bunch of stuff, photographs and all kinds of music and the digital versions of my magazine and just free stuff that you can go and access and download and have fun with. But I keep updating it. Like last night I was on there posting more pictures and stuff. I just keep filling it up. So I've really enjoyed the memberships from that perspective, because like I said, it keeps me motivated to work on stuff for the channel. And also it's helping me keep all of my content like that in one place, so it's easy for me to find. So it's helpful to me too. It's actually really good. I'm not saying you need to do something like that, John. I'm just saying, like, yeah, having memberships can be very motivating for somebody that has a YouTube channel. Absolutely. Luke says, way to go, Bassarino. Yes. PJ, my eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. Classic Simpsons. Thank you, sir. Bassarino, LOL, the mysterious power of seeing other chat notifications. Hell says, well, we were at the arcade from the time the mall opened until sun went down. Coming home and playing more games really messed us up that day. Oh, I bet. Yeah, back in the day, man, when we were like teenagers, you know, especially when we were younger teenagers, we used to get, when we would be able to go to the mall, you know, like my mom would like drop us off, be me and like three of my friends, and they had like $1 movie theater there. We'd go see a movie, hit the arcade, go to the, you know, they had like a KB Toys and I think it was a Circus toy store. They had Suncoast Video. Man, yeah, we were just, and then we would hit the food court. We were just like, there's so much back in those days. There was so much to do. I'm from a small town, so when we got to go to a mall, we had to go out of town, and it was a big deal for us. You know, we save up our money because we're gonna go blow a crap ton of money. There was a comic book store that we would go to, and we would, you know, buy stuff, and then the guy would actually reserve stuff too. If you wanted him to hold something for you, he'd hold it for like 2 weeks or whatever. And then there was like some really cool places you could buy used video games, and we would go pick up stuff there too. Good times, man. Good times. Some of my best memories, absolutely. We did overdo it on many occasions, absolutely. Luke says, size streams are basically members only at this point. Pretty much, right? Luke, good. I'm tired of crazed lunatics making videos. Yeah, they are who they are. It's whatever. Base says, you scream at the dong? Whoa, okay. John says, man, Suncoast Video was the spot. Dude, yes, they were bad. FYE, yes, Luke. Yes, FYE was also awesome. Dude, yes. West Coast Video? I don't remember that one. Not in Texas, but yeah. We had a lot of good stuff, man. And then we had Virgin. I don't know if you ever had a Virgin Megastore. We had one in the Grapevine Mills Mall. And dude, they had everything. Music, videos, games, all the anime that we couldn't find anywhere else. We would get on VHS back in the day. Oh, yeah. Hill says, yep, the mall had the arcade named Timeout. Yeah, dude. I think that was the name of the arcade that we used to go to in Brownwood, Texas. Timeout. It sounds very familiar. I think it might have been the same name. That's really funny. Comic book store, KB Toys. Used to buy a lot of games and comics from there back in the day. Hell yeah. Somehow Spencer's still exists. Somehow Spencer's has returned. I don't know if it's returned, but you know what I'm saying. Hell says, used to get hot dogs and snacks while staying there so much. Hell yeah. There's only one FYE local to me. It just looks wildly overpriced now. I haven't been to FYE in God even knows when. I couldn't even tell you. Kind of surprised there's any even still around. Ooh, man. Well, I don't think I'm going to get any further in this right now, this Aldynes, because for whatever reason, my cheat code stopped working. I don't know if I can reset it. I can't. I used to have a... Oh, I can hit the button. Let me see here. Let me see if I can... Let me see what's going on here. Cheats. Okay, maybe we can... Cheats. Off and on. Let's see if it comes back on if we do that. I don't think it's going to, but let's see if it does. Oh, it did. No, it didn't. What? I thought I was invincible for a second, but then I wasn't. Let me see here. Nope, those still kill me. It didn't work. But those don't kill you. That's why I thought it worked, because you can run into those and they don't kill you. Crap. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any further. It's really hard. That's what she said. Weird, man. Weird. Oh, I can't get up there. Nope, I can't get up there. God dang it. Alright. Maybe next time. If I figure out some way to do this. I don't know. It's weird. It's really hard. It's really hard. Next time we're going to play something. We'll come back to Supergrafx. You know, it's a lot of Supergrafx. We're playing a lot of Supergrafx. So we'll do something else next time. But, you know, I own the system, so there'll be other times. Don't worry. We do have to do Castlemania. We have to struggle through Castlemania for a little while. So that's going to be on my computer because I have to do it through an emulator. So there's a lot of stuff, obviously, I can do on the computer. So, yeah, we'll have a fun stream next time. We'll do Castlemania, and we'll do some other stuff too. But I have to do Castlemania because I would be a negligent, terrible, terrible host to not fulfill my destiny and my obligations to Prime 1. Luke says, I just thought of Boris and GoldenEye saying, I am invincible. Yes. Pretty much. That's pretty much what just happened. Yes. Hell says, would love to make a video game based on the old days like we used to live with going to the mall and arcade. Dude, do you remember that thing they had on the Xbox 360? I don't know if they had it on PlayStation 3, but I know it was on 360 because I had it. That arcade like thing where you would have your own personal arcade and you could buy the like virtual arcade machines and put in there and make your arcade look differently and stuff. I still have it installed on my 360, but it doesn't work anymore. I can't remember what it's called, but that was really cool. I really like that. I like when they do like these compilations that are like the Intellivision Lives compilation disc has sort of a similar kind of virtual world you can go in and do kind of stuff. It's not as good as that, but it's still got something like that. Some of the Namco Museum games had stuff like that too. That was similar in a way. I love that stuff. And then Shenmue, like Shenmue has arcades where you can play the arcade games. That's pretty cool. I dig that kind of stuff. It's pretty fun. Okay. All of the Supergrapx. Yes, the Super Mega Graphics. Yes. Thank you, Luke. Base says, Sai, I think the Supergrafx may be an anti-cheater console. Well, then I'm screwed. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. PJ Smith, great t-shirt. Thank you. I do have some t-shirts coming. Thank you for mentioning that, PJ. 10 points for PJ. I do have some t-shirts coming that are stuff that I designed. Maybe coming next week. We'll see if they show up next week. I don't know. But if you're interested in buying any of the t-shirts that I make, there's links on my channel you can check out. They're pretty affordable. They're not crazy prices. So it's just if you're interested in that sort of thing. But when I get the shirts, I'll show you what they are, and then you'll have a better idea. PJ says, where can I get one of those shirts? This, I think I just got off of like Amazon or something like that. I bought a whole bunch of shirts a while back, but I just got them from, I don't remember. I think it was just like off of Amazon or something. Bay says, don't worry about obligations. He's screaming on the dong. All right. These t-shirts are available at, onthedong.com. Wow. I don't know what you guys are doing with this on the dong stuff. That's interesting. Hell says, yeah, I had that game, but didn't buy anything because of the prices. It was a good idea, but failed because of the execution. Yep. 100%. Bay says, Luke, it says website not found. How dare you, Luke? How dare you? Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. I've been going for a while. Tonight, Chuck is doing a thing. I saw John did a thing yesterday. Luke had something earlier today. PJ is working on getting his stuff configurated and assimilated, and PJ is going to have some cool stuff when he gets it going. If you guys have anything you would like to talk about as far as your channels are concerned, you're always welcome to mention it in the chat. I don't have anything against that. I know a lot of other people don't like when you promote. I don't care. Promote. It's fine. We're all in the same boat. We're hanging out, and I personally want to know what you are working on. So yeah, if that is the case, feel free to mention it in the chat. I will let you do that. It's not a big deal. Luke says, I put out videos for no one to watch, basically. Luke. But we all watch them, Luke. So, yeah. So there. Hell says, Game Room is what it was. Ah, thank you. Game Room. That used to be really cool. Oh, it was on PC also. I didn't realize it was on PC. Ah, but not PS3. There you go. Thank you, PJ. Thank you very much. Yep. Don't forget John's Kickstarter. If you haven't seen it, John makes NES games, and he's got one that's on Kickstarter right now that's doing very well. And I have played it, and it's really fun. It's I refer to it as Zelda Gear Solid. So let your imagination run on that for a second, and then go check out his Kickstarter. It's pretty cool. I think you like it. Thank you, John. Close to the next stretch goal. Well, hopefully you get there. That would be awesome. John is stretching it out. That's one way to put it, Luke. PJ, have a great Saturday night. Yes, everybody, y'all be good. I'll see y'all in Chuck's thing tonight. I'll probably be in the chat hanging out. And there'll be more stuff coming from me, including Castlemania, the return, the revenge. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging out. Thank you, Prime One, again, for everything that you've done. I can't even, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Thank you, Luke, also for jumping in today with the gifted memberships. For all the new members, welcome. Hopefully you find something that you like. There's quite a bit of content that's members stuff between the members vault and the other stuff. So hopefully you like something that you find here. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. I will see you guys again next time. Y'all be good. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.